Hey everybody, LegnaK here, and well, we're gonna be doing a new series. We are on a public Cobblemon server by the name of Cobblemon Ultra. It is run by yours truly, and it's been a while, guys. It's been a while, and I'm sorry that it's been like a year since our last upload. Um, a lot has been going on. And when I mean a lot, I mean a absolute ton has been going on. And oh boy, um, I am not going to drop this all at once. I'm not going to drop this all at once, I promise, because it is a lot and it's way too much. But yeah. I'm hoping that, things have stabilized enough that I could start doing a consistent video schedule. Being said, this is not going to be a everyday thing. This is not going to be an everyday thing. It's going to be like 2, 3 times a week, 2, 3 times a week minimum. Because we've tried the daily thing. That was it was possible, but not nowadays. There's no way. Let's see. Trying to think. Anyways, I'm now getting scam calls. No, bug off. Not doing that. So we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and go here. This is actually a temporary portal until we get everything situated, which is actually beyond hilarious. It's absolutely beyond hilarious because earlier today, that is a scam call again. Go away. It is 5 in the morning, man. It's 5 in the morning. It's too early for this. They're getting bad. They're getting ruthless. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Man. There's food. I'm gonna grab food. That's a Weedle. I gotta get out of this jungle because it is tanking my frames, man. Everything looks pretty, but the jungles, they do not like me. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Got some food. Got something. Man, I really hate that my train of thought still has not improved over the past year. But yeah, I think I owe y'all an explanation on just why I haven't been uploading as much, or there hasn't been an upload in, nearly a year. And well, I'm gonna be real. Up until maybe about a month ago, I was working 16 to 18 hours a day, 6 days a week, with 2 jobs, and I was practically dead in the water, guys. I mean, I was completely useless to the world. Hello, James. Yeah, I was completely useless to the world. I mean, heck, I've maybe streamed like a total of 30 minutes since then too. There's just really been no oh, I got a seed right off the bat. Hell yeah. There's just been no availability for me to do anything. That's up until about a month ago. Um, life has been not fun. Um, where do I begin with this? I moved out with my now ex, which is a whole different fucking story. Which I'll get into at a later point because it's a it's a little much, especially for just getting back. Um, and there's a lot of sorry, that's a whole little punny right there. There's a lot of intricacies about this whole situation. that I'm not just gonna drop on everybody. So come back later. Come back later. We'll talk about it. Moved out. That's why I've been working so much. Dealing with, man, there's just actually more I think about it, there's just been a lot of stuff going on. Um, I I haven't really, you know, I say I haven't really, but I've been trying to make time for VGC. I've been doing that, but at the same time, the only regional I went to between NAIC last year and this year was the Houston regional, because it's kind of technically local. It's only a 4-hour drive. Uh, didn't do too bad there. Didn't do a team report on it solely for the fact being is, I just had no time. And given I had no time, I just didn't bother. But speaking of NAIC, that is actually one of the reasons why I kind of somebody's building something over there. I wonder what's being built over there. I'm curious now. But yeah, as I said, there's people on the server. It's just it's a slow time right now because it's 5 in the morning. It's the only time I've really had to do anything. Curious. Man, I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh yeah, NAIC. I'm really upset about that one because I had the video ready. I made day 2. I was excited. And I had like a big old video, but I didn't have the battles ready. Because we always do 3 or 4 battles. And what happened was is I lent a friend of mine. Well, I say a friend of mine. I no longer associate with them due to other circumstances I do not want to get into right now. Again, there's a lot going on, and don't want to overbear y'all. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna sleep real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I know, it's a little annoying, but I'm tired. I'm gonna leave your bed for you. I'm gonna leave your bed for you because that's just me. Yeah. So, anyways, no, I lent them my what was it? My Koraidon, because I used Koraidon and spurt back multiple times. Told them I needed a video. I'll get right back to you. 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 Don't worry. I'll get right back to you. Well, I couldn't use the Koraidon. I couldn't use, the other Koraidon because I have Violet version. So, yeah. It ended up taking so long. It was like 2 months before I got it back. And one thing that absolutely just agitated the ever-loving Christ out of me was, listen, I had interviews with my not my coworkers, my opponents and everything. It was a great time. It was like everything about it was just super cool. Sorry, I'm taking everything. I'm leaving the medical for anybody who shows up here. But it was a great time. It was a fun time. Had everything situated. My computer crashed and all of the video was corrupted. All of it. All of it was gone. There was no way to recover it. And I tell you, man, I was so freaking heartbroken. I was so heartbroken over that because it was like, it was such a good video. I was super excited. Hi, Piggy. You can't eat these seeds, man. I need these seeds. But yeah, no, I was so freaking heartbroken because we did so much. Everybody was so cool. Everybody was a class act. Really, 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 really thoroughly 100% enjoyed NAIC, and it was one of my best videos. And nobody gets to see it now because it got corrupted. And I don't necessarily blame, my former friends, but at the same time I do because, like, at that point I could have gotten the video up and then, would have been no spilt milk type deal. But that's kind of why I like took a step back. I was really like discouraged about that. And I mean that wasn't the only reason why I stopped doing videos. As I said, I was working nonstop. It was just a nonstop slogfest of work. I had no time to myself. I was stressed out 90% of the time. Um, so many other like mental things going on, and it was not it was not good. We were straight up not having a good time, folks. I don't want anything in here. I do need to get some wood though. I mean, we got some, birch wood, but it's birch wood, guys. Um, but yeah, there was a lot going on. And what was it? I think it was like late November. Decided to say, forget it. Um, Shockbite, the server or the host of the server was doing a Black Friday sale, and I was like, got a few of my buddies together, some reoccurring characters. I guess you could say Kay, Blizzard, and Crazy Quinn. I got them together, and I was like, look, well, so that's not entirely true. Crazy Quinn wasn't originally a part of the team, but I'm not throwing anybody under the bus on that one. But that was a whole stupidity thing, and she ended up like filling in spots, doing stuff that they wouldn't do, and she just became part of the team. But yeah, I told them I was like, look, let's make a Cobblemon server. Cobblemon's a fun thing. We all enjoy Pokemon. We all enjoy Minecraft. Let's make this happen. Mr. Skeleton, you do not. Oh no, nope. There goes my black apricorn. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. That was stupid on my end. But I got them together, and I was like, look, let's make a Cobblemon server here, and it's a work in progress. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a work in progress, and we're still working on it and progressing on it. But yeah, server's up, the server's running. Um, it's actually been running for about 5 months now, with steady updates. But regardless, I've also been trying to work on the trailer for the episode, or trailer for the server. So haven't had time for that, for crying out loud. Um, there's just a lot going on. I didn't even pick up that coal. Son of a gun. Where is it? Where's my coal? There you are. That's it. Life sucks nowadays. It really does suck. Um, but yeah. So we got a couple on server, and clearly we got a couple on server. I mean, we're playing on it right now. But everything's going good, but at the same time, it's not. If that makes sense. That's a Poliwag and a Psyduck. Might want to catch that Psyduck. I might catch that Psyduck. I just need balls. We can make Premier balls, and we can make Veteran balls. I just need copper. So let's find some copper, man. Any copper? It's really pretty here. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Oh, wow. Spooky Diglett. He killed the Diglett, man. No, it's not safe. They killed the Diglett. Oh man. Go away, zombie man. They shot the Diglett. That Diglett saved me, man. Oh, there's copper there. Oh, cool. Copper. Zombie, go away. You're gonna burn if you come out here. And I'm gonna laugh. Because, quite frankly, it's gonna be hilarious. Oh, you're just going for it. Where'd you go? I heard him. He's in the water. He's 100% in the water. But, dang. Rip Diglett. Bro, I hear you. I mean, he's died right here. Okay, cool. Thanks for rotten flesh, buddy. Not something I'm gonna need, but you know, appreciate you. Appreciate you. You're a good bean. You're a good bean, old chap. Uh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something before, you know, we just watched a Diglett get brutally murdered for no reason. Um, oh man, what were we talking about? Um, I know for a fact. I've been yapping about the server for, you know, a hot minute, so it's not that. But you know what? Yes, yes, we got to address the unknown elephant on the left side of my screen that's been sitting here since the beginning of this episode. So this is Cobblemon Ultra. I think I've already mentioned that. I'm 100% sure I mentioned that. If I didn't, I'm an idiot. But you know, call me an idiot. That's true. um, this is Cobblemon Ultra. It is very much Ultra Space themed, as in the beginning. And being said, what good would it be to be having Ultra Star or Ultra Space? That's an unknown entity over there. Oh, would help if I push the right buttons too. It doesn't matter. Um, we gotta close ourselves up so we don't get manhandled at night. Because we don't have a bed because we tried to be nice. And now it's dark in here. There we go. All better. So, yeah, it's Ultra Space themed. And you know, whenever you join, you have the option to get starter Pokemon. And well, we figured Poipol's a starter Pokemon canonically. You know, Poipol's a starter, right? Well, he needs two friends because he doesn't have any friends in the actual games. So we decided to make two of them. This is Saratrice. Can't really fit in here because kind of a big baby. It's kind of a big baby. But it's a pure flying type. Here we go. Little Ultra Beast, pure flying type Ultra Beast. The IVs aren't great on it, but you know, that's besides the point. Hopefully you got a good look as it was getting teleported or like getting withdrawn. Uh and then one that we don't have and we didn't pick is Charcoal. And it's a little fire type. It's a cute little fire type. Really adorable. But yeah. So there's your pick of starters. So if you don't want to do any like standard starters, you want to try something a little unorthodox, there's Saratrice and there's Charcoal and Purple. Poipole. Yeah. There's also a few other Ultra Beasts, but I'm not going to get into that. There's also some more regional forms that I'm also not going to get into until we find, because it's not a showcase. This is a playthrough. Um, and yeah. If we find one, we'll catch it, we'll show it off, all that fun stuff. But until then, you know, you got to find it yourself type deal. All right, we only need 2 copper right now. I'll probably just put 8. Just so it's not a waste of a coal. I'm trying to think of what to say, because I mean, this video is already what, 20 minutes long. So, and that's another thing. We're not doing this whole, we're not playing this whole, oh, we're only doing 20 minutes type deal. No. Dang, we died 13,000 blocks away. Good Lord have mercy. Um, I was, man, I really hate having, the attention span of a ADHD riddled goldfish. I really hate it. It's my least favorite thing. Anyway, um, yeah, so this isn't a showcase thing. But it's also not going to be just 20 minutes. It's pretty much how long I feel that, the video is going to be, but I'm also not going to sit there and try and push 20 minutes, if that makes sense. Because like I noticed that at some points in the Minecraft dailies, like it was 20 minutes, like at minimum 20 minutes, and I was trying to fill that 20 minutes. That's not the case. Um, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I don't remember if I did or not. I'm definitely going to be bringing back Pokemon Champions content. I'm really excited to be doing that, but I just need to find the time, the free time, because I still go to work, obviously. I still go to work. I go to the gym afterwards, which I don't think I mentioned this at all. I have been on a weight loss journey, trying to lose the weight, make sure that I am better, healthier, and all that because, you know, at the end of the day, all you got is yourself. And why would you disappoint yourself? Stop doing that. That's what I tell myself. That that's what I tell myself. So since May, I have lost about since January, since I like really started kicking this into gear, I've lost a total of 28 pounds or something like that. It's not much, it's not much, but I'm really happy with that. Really, really happy with that. Lost about 28 pounds. I feel a lot better going to the gym after work and all that, and excuse the mimicries. I'm trying to think some of the other stuff. Yeah, I said, been bettering myself, been trying to make improvements. Oh, there's more coal. Awesome. Julio. Figured instead of just standing there, we might as well start doing something. This isn't going to be this isn't going to be where we're going to live, but it's something. I'm going to be honest, I'm at a loss of words right now. There's just really nothing to do at night because we don't have any armor. We don't have any, we don't have anything. Um, we really don't have anything. So also a couple things that we can also talk about is definitely well apparently not none. Oh yeah, we can talk about the Wind and Waves release. Not release, but the trailer. I know that was back in February, but again, we haven't uploaded. What y'all's thoughts on the starters, man? What y'all's thoughts on the starters? I kind of feel like they're a little bland, personally. I don't know. I don't know what it is. This is definitely like the first set that just feels like a total miss, or like a near total miss. Um, the only one that really like speaks to me is Gekwa, but like I still don't like Gekwa. And the only reason I don't like Gekwa is because, for those who don't know, I've also been working on a fan game for the past 10 years. Um, which honestly I'm going to be talking about right here. Um, I've been working on, a fan game for the past 10 years, and it, there's a reason it's like kind of on hiatus right now because I feel like I'm comfortable in talking about it um, in a semi-negative light. Because as much as I like the game, as much as I'm happy with it's not even Nintendo's fault. But they're stealing my ideas, man. They're stealing my ideas. Not actually, but like it's very eerie. Um, so let's start all the way back in Sword and Shield. 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Good Lord of mercy, it's been that long. Um, you know, my fan game was taking place in the United Kingdom. They're in the United Kingdom. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, right? That's fine. That's fine. Things happen, and plus, United Kingdom's a very popular spot, so can't fault them. But I was just like, oh dang, that's unfortunate. Um, the legends. Okay, the legends are nothing like ours, but the storyline. Oh my god, it felt like such a slap in the face because here's the thing: the original synopsis, I guess you could say, for Pokemon Solstice was it was two fighting clans. It was two fighting clans, the Knights of Albion and Soltec. One wanted, to keep it, the traditions in the past, wanted to keep everything like, how it was in the Knights of old, Knights of Albion. And Soltec wanted everything to go futuristic. But there was an energy crisis that both were understanding and agreeing on. And they were trying to find it, but they're just constantly bickering and arguing, and it just ultimately caused, a whole end of the world scenario. Literally, I don't know if you could quite tell. This was literally like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. And I just was like, you got to be kidding me, man. You know, we're running out of energy. We're running out of, stuff. Let's keep things in the past. Let's keep things in the future. Even though like that wasn't the same thing with Scarlet and Violet, but it was just like there was very past and future oriented like Pokemon, and it's just like you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, that's why that project's been on hiatus because it's just like okay, and then like Wind and Waves shows up. Like Wind and Waves shows up, and there is a water iguana, and I've already told like quite a few people that if that thing turns into like I can't remember the name of it, a Salesaurus or whatever it is, like it's a I can't remember the freaking thing at the moment, but pretty much if that thing evolves into like I guess the equivalent is a Spinosaurus essentially. Solstice just dead. Like that's just going to be dead in the water, never to return. We'll just cut our losses and say that project for the past 10 years has been so. If Solstice never shows up, you know why? Yay! Okay, we're getting kind of close to that build. That's a big old build. That's a lot larger than I thought. Owie. I don't think I want to live over there. I don't want to live close to that because, well, that's somebody's build. I feel like that's just going to be inappropriate. But that still seems like, it's a few hundred blocks out, so I think we'll be okay over here, because this isn't a bad place. There's creepers. I miss a creeper. Hi, spider. I'm just looking to see if there was anything I wanted over there. Are you still coming after me? Thought you were chill. It's sunny out. Sunny outside. Thought you were nice. Alright, but ow. Hello, bugs. There's some iron down there. I don't want to live in a birch forest, let's be real. That's a lot of iron, though. Let's go ahead and dig. Let's get mining. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff talked about. That's not even like a fraction of a percent, though, which is so funny. So it's so funny. And I just realized one thing. That's not a big deal. I need to come up with a thumbnail. Come up with a thumbnail. So, Sarah Truth, we're going to give you a full view. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Such a cute little Pokemon. So adorable. I do want to catch a Pokemon, though. Want to at least catch a Pokemon or find a place to live by the end of this episode. And, I don't know. I'm starting to run out of things to say. So I think we're going to be wrapping it up kind of soon. Because as I said, I don't want it to be dead air. I don't want it to be like, nothing going on and just be like a waste of time. Like somebody's been here recently. Oh, hello, bird. Semi-recently. Okay, well, we got plenty of blue apricorns now, and we also got a seed. I was gonna say, I keep saying I'm gonna say something, but I just forget what I say. I hate my life. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. It's really pretty in here with the fog. I don't want to live in a dark forest biome. Hello, Mr. Enderman. I definitely don't want to live in a dark forest biome. Zombie, leave me alone. Just trying to get out of here. Oh, I thought that was a cavern. for a second. I mean, technically it's a cavern, but I was hoping there was going to be an our water cavern. But, um, Jesus. There's an Encata. Hang on. We can have an Encata on our team, right? He's underground. He's in the cave. That cave right there. It's like trying to find the cavern. I'm trying to find the cave. Well. Oh my god. My spacebar is not wanting to work. Oh my gosh. Dude. Thank you. It's not even a cave. Alright. So I'm not gonna worry about that Encata. We'll catch an Encata at a later point. That's unfortunate. That was a waste of time. That just made me look like an idiot. Which isn't very hard to do anyways. Some meadow. There's a little crevasse there. Let's check out this mountain range. I mean, I don't really want to live on a mountain. I definitely don't want to really live on a mountain because, well, we always live on mountains, man. I don't want to live in the birch forest. We're running out of daylight. I'm falling in holes. I need to stop, man. I'm getting reckless and I'm getting dumb. I'm getting stupid. Alright. Yeah, it's almost nightfall. So we gotta hunker down. So we can hunker down in here, right? Seems safe enough. Yeah. We're hunkering down for the night, y'all. Probably for the end of the episode, too. I said, I wanted to catch something or, like, find a home, but we couldn't find it. Can't find nothing. Alright, well, I think we're just going to vibe here until the end of the night, but I think that's where we're going to wrap up this episode, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and it's really good to be back. Really good to be talking to y'all again. But, yeah. We'll go get everything situated and set up. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe. And, yeah. Take care.